So I'm Mitchell Butel, and I'm the director of Kimberly Akimbo. It's a beautiful musical that I saw on Broadway, and then it went on to win 5 Tony Awards for Best Musical and Best Actress and many other things. And I thought I would love to direct this show, and I would love Marina Prior to play the leading role. And I also thought of Casey Donovan and Christy Whelan-Brown when I first saw the show, and luckily they all said yes. And to be completed by a brilliant cast of Melbourne and Adelaide performers, it's been an absolute dream to be part of. Well, I think Marina, because she has a very similar voice to the original actress, because Marina is one of our finest sopranos. Casey is probably one of our biggest, most fabulous belters, and her song, which is called Better, is like a huge belt song. And I was like, she's the person to do this. And Christy, who plays Kimberly's mother, Christy, I think, is one of our greatest comedians and a beautiful singer as well. And I thought she'd be great in that role also. So thank God they all said yes. Yeah, we watched a lot of Jersey Shore. Casey watched a lot of The Sopranos to get those New Jersey accents. We had a great dialect coach called Jennifer Innes working on the show. And yeah, just trying to immerse ourselves in as much kind of Jersey research as possible. And all the accent stuff's been really fun, like the coffee and get off and all that kind of stuff. So, and I actually, luckily, was in New York early this year and hung out in New Jersey a bit. So I brought back some photos and whatnot and talked about some of my experiences there. But I think, I'm older than most of the people in the cast, and this show's set in 1999. So pre-show, we've got all these kind of 1990s pop tracks going just to get people in the vibe of what it is to be New Jersey 1990s. Look, I hope the audiences are really entertained, as I was, that they laugh, that they cry, that they get swept away by this beautiful and very kind of niche but kind of universal story. And I hope they take away a message of living your life to the fullest and, trying to fulfill all those dreams that we have, because, we only have one life, so it's worth living. Kimberly has a condition which is called, it's like a condition which is called progeria, which is where the person who lives with it ages 4 to 5 times more than a normal person does. So we actually met a young chap called Enzo Corneo in Adelaide who lives with this condition. So it's a very strange thing, but it means that she's 16 and her life expectancy is only 16. So she's at that point where she could die at any moment. So she's at a very kind of strange point in her life. Well, because the show's set in a skating rink in New Jersey, in Bergen County, it's a kind of big kind of part of the narrative. It's where they all kind of hang out. And it's funny, we all went ice skating during rehearsals. And ice skating's fun because you can be by yourself, but also feel like you're part of the community at the same time. And Kimberly has just moved to this town. She's looking for friends. So it's a place where she does come to find all these new people. And I used to ice skate when I was younger, actually. So maybe I secretly have been wanting to do this musical all my life. So it's a real thrill to bring this show to Melbourne. It had a great season in Adelaide at State Theatre Company, South Australia. But to come back to Melbourne Theatre Company, where I've been lucky to have been involved in many shows over the years, is a real joy. I love this company. I love Arts Centre Melbourne, and I think Melbourne will love this show as well.